Hey guys, following our little sunset watch, like I literally went back to sleep and I did not believe that I would go back to sleep. But sleep it was, and now just off to breakfast. Some people already have breakfast, but I'm just now heading there. Macho. Hey, yeah. This is so unreal. The team at least. They said color. And here we are. Apart from lovely beaches, Cape Coast offers a wild array of history. So visiting the slaves' castles around was a must. Our first stop was the Cape Coast Castle, which we went through, reading the history around through the graphics provided. Baraka and Michelle Obama actually visited this site, and there's a plaque to, commemorate their visit.
This structure we are in today is the youngest and the last slave dungeon in Ghana, because this country, we have three of these major dungeons and several of the forts along the coast that were built by Europeans. We must all know from today that this cell was designed for us, you and I, ancestors. British built this for some of the men that they kept in the dungeons. Because of the humiliation, the suffering, some of them were fighting the white. They wanted freedom from there. Some said they were freedom fighters.
Looking through the window at this water, I can't help but think the number of ancestors' bodies and blood that this water holds. It is quite an interesting thing how one thing can hold both beauty and horror. There was so much to learn, so much to soak in.
Before they enter the church, they will look down, listen to what was happening to the African people, the mood of the Africans, before they will go to their church and pray.
The church being built underneath the slave dungeon was one of the most striking juxtapositions. It's crazy to see and observe how individuals use social tools for their greed and their wicked purposes, and religion is one of such tools.
Before Europeans came to do this on our soil, Africa, we're not having these names. We had typical African tribal names that if they mention, you know that this person is a Gan, an Ashanti, a Dagumba, a Yoruba, that kind of thing. For all the millions of African Americans in the diaspora, like my mom and my dad here, coming back to Africa, and find it difficult to identify their direct tribes. If they mention their last names now, to never be an Ashanti name, a Yoruba name, or a Gan name. These are slave masters' names. Those who have the packets, they also have the same thing. Some of the captives were taken to North America, United States, places like Jamestown in Virginia, North and South Carolina, and all the original British colonies of America. Some went to England, Liverpool, and Liverpool was the biggest slave harbor in the whole of Europe, Liverpool. So when they play soccer, no matter where, I love support Liverpool. Some went to Bristol, Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, including Barbados, all from this castle. But those who went to Brazil, they were taken from Elmina castle by Portuguese, because Brazil was a Portuguese colony. Some of the Brazilians were taken from Angola and Congo, but Suriname, Dutch Guyana, Curacao, they were taken from Elmina castle by the Dutch. Those who went to the French Caribbean, they were taken from Senegal, Gorée Island. Those who were taken to Haiti, they were taken from Benin and some part of Nigeria. And interestingly, Brazil received the largest number of slaves from Africa. Brazil got 47% of the entire slaves from Africa. And Brazil is the third largest black population in the whole world outside Nigeria, in Ethiopia. As of today, 2025 October, Brazil have a black population about 93 million. Brazil alone.
After glossing over some souvenirs, grabbing some, we headed over to grab some food, and I saw the sight of passionate dance artists, just like, dedicated to creating their craft. It was beautiful to watch. Spent time at the beach and also got a chance to visit the Elmina castle. And the high walls, like, a very high.
Yeah, the other one like had like I don't know.
So, well,
No, but like it's really nice.
So they named this place Elmina. That is in Portuguese, and it simply means gold mass.
Cape Coast is done and dusted. Very, very somehow. It was not, I don't know, like I learned this. I learned this in school. So I've seen the other side. But like to see this side, I'm just like, weird up. Weird up. I can't. I can't. But we made it through and we're done. The rest of the day is just chill.